You drink water all day, you eat prunes in the morning, you try to add more fiber to your plate, and yet nothing really changes. You go to the bathroom with difficulty, you sit there for a long time, you strain, and when you finally leave the bathroom, you sometimes have that frustrating feeling that the job is not finished, as if your body had started something but could not manage to complete it. If this happens to you, you are not alone. Many people after 60 experience exactly the same thing, but very few dare to talk about it. Constipation is an embarrassing subject, sometimes even humiliating. People often prefer to suffer in silence rather than talk about it with their loved ones or their doctor. Yet this problem can have a huge impact on quality of life. It can cause a feeling of heaviness, bloating, constant fatigue, reduced appetite, poor sleep, and even irritability that we do not always connect to digestion. The most important thing to understand is that constipation after 60 is not simply a matter of water or fiber. Of course, hydration is essential. Of course, fiber can help some people. But for many seniors, the real problem lies elsewhere. The problem is not only what goes into the body, sometimes the problem is what is no longer moving well enough inside. When you were younger, your colon worked with a kind of natural rhythm. The muscles of the intestine contracted regularly to move waste forward. This movement is called peristalsis. You did not feel it, you did not think about it, but it worked silently for you every day. With age, this movement can become slower, weaker, and less coordinated. The digestive system sometimes becomes like an old clock that still works, but needs a little help to find its rhythm again. That is why some people drink a lot of water without getting results. The water passes through, but it is not always enough to restart intestinal movement. That is also why some people eat more fiber and feel even more bloated. If the intestine is already slow, adding too much fiber can sometimes create even more bulk without allowing better elimination. It is a little like adding more cars to a road that is already blocked. The problem is not the number of cars. The problem is that traffic is not moving. So we need to change the way we think. Instead of trying to force the body, sometimes we need to support it. Instead of looking for an aggressive solution, we need to look for a simple, gentle, regular habit that can help digestion wake up gradually. And that is where a small, forgotten spice from our kitchens can become interesting. 1. The small, natural secret that can gently wake up digestion. You have probably already seen this spice in your kitchen. It is small, brown, fragrant, and often used in desserts, infusions, or traditional recipes. It is clove. Yes, the simple clove. This small, dried bud that many people forget at the back of a cupboard can be used as a light morning infusion. The idea is very simple. 3 whole cloves in a cup of hot water, left to infuse gently, then sipped slowly in the morning before breakfast. It may sound almost too simple. And yet, in traditional practices, clove has long been used to support digestion, reduce feelings of heaviness, and bring a pleasant warmth to the stomach. Its powerful aroma comes mainly from a natural compound called eugenol. This compound is often studied for its aromatic and digestive properties. Be careful. This does not mean presenting clove as a miracle medicine. It does not replace medical advice, it does not cure disease, and it should not be used excessively. But as a gentle and reasonable habit, it can have a place in a digestive routine. What makes this infusion interesting for people after 60 is that it does not try to shock the intestine. It does not work like a stimulant laxative that strongly pushes the colon to contract. Instead, it acts more like a warm, aromatic, light drink that can support the awakening of the digestive system. In the morning, the body comes out of a long period of rest. The stomach is empty, the belly is calm, and this is often the best time to send a gentle signal to the digestive system. The warmth of the water alone may already help some people. A warm drink in the morning can sometimes encourage the gastrocolic reflex, the natural mechanism that tells the colon it is time to start moving again after waking up. The aroma of clove can make this drink more stimulating for the senses and more pleasant to include in a routine. There is also another important point. Many seniors are used to starting the day directly with coffee. For some people, coffee can stimulate bowel movements, but for others, it can irritate the stomach, worsen reflux, or create a feeling of nervousness. A gentle infusion before coffee can become a calmer, more gradual ritual. It gives the body a few minutes to wake up before receiving a meal or a stronger drink. This small ritual should not be seen as a spectacular solution. It should be seen as an invitation to listen to the body. After 60, the body often responds better to regularity than to force. A simple habit, repeated every morning, can sometimes bring more comfort than a solution taken only when the problem becomes unbearable. 2. How to properly prepare clove infusion. The preparation is very simple, but there are a few important rules to follow. You will need 3 whole cloves and 1 cup of water. It is better to use whole cloves rather than powder. Powder is more concentrated, it releases its compounds much faster, and it can irritate the stomach, especially in sensitive people. Whole cloves allow for a softer, slower, and more controlled infusion. In the evening, take a clean cup and place 3 whole cloves inside. Pour boiling water over them, then cover the cup with a small plate. Let it infuse overnight. This slow infusion allows the water to gently absorb the aroma and aromatic compounds of the clove without becoming too strong. In the morning before eating, warm the infusion slightly if it has become cold. Do not boil it a second time. It only needs to be lukewarm or pleasantly warm. Then remove the cloves and drink slowly. Take 5 to 10 minutes. Do not drink it all at once. Imagine you are drinking a calm herbal tea, letting your belly wake up gently. It is important not to increase the dose thinking you will get faster results. 3 cloves are more than enough for 1 cup. More does not mean better. With plants and spices, excess can become irritating. The goal is not to provoke a strong reaction. The goal is to support the body gently. It is also better not to mix this infusion with too many other ingredients at first. Many people want to add lemon, ginger, honey, or vinegar. But when you start a new digestive routine, it is better to keep things simple. Cloves and water, nothing else. This way, you can observe how your body really reacts. Some people may feel a slight warmth in the stomach. This can be normal if the drink is well tolerated. But if you feel burning, nausea, pain, cramps, or irritation, you should stop or reduce the concentration. You can try using 2 cloves instead of 3, or ask a health professional for advice if you have a sensitive stomach. People who take blood thinners, have bleeding disorders, are preparing for surgery, suffer from ulcers, severe reflux, liver disease, or take several medications should be careful. Even a natural spice can interact with certain medical situations. Natural does not automatically mean risk-free. If you have any doubt, talk to your doctor or pharmacist. 3. What you may feel during the first few days. On the first day, do not expect a miracle. Some people feel almost nothing. Others simply notice a gentle warmth in the belly, a feeling of comfort, or a slight digestive awakening. That is already a good start. Your body is not a machine you control with a button. Sometimes it needs time to respond. On the second day, some people say they feel less bloated. The feeling of a heavy belly may begin to decrease. After meals, the stomach may feel less tight. It is not always spectacular, but it can be encouraging. Digestion sometimes begins with small signals before truly changing. On the third day, some people may notice easier elimination. Not necessarily urgent, not necessarily impressive, but more natural. The goal is not to go to the bathroom in a brutal way. The goal is to regain a normal, complete, comfortable feeling, a bowel movement that passes without a battle, without pain, and without long minutes of effort. Between the 4th and 7th day, the body may begin to return to a more predictable rhythm. For some people, mornings become more regular. They wake up, drink their infusion, move a little, have breakfast, and bowel movement starts more naturally. For others, it takes more time, and that is normal. If constipation has lasted for years, it would be unfair to expect the body to change in 48 hours. You should also observe your lifestyle around this infusion. If you sit all day, eat very little, consume a lot of processed foods, and barely move, the infusion alone cannot do everything. It can be a support, but ideally it should be part of a more complete routine. In the morning, after drinking the infusion, try walking around the house for a few minutes. Do some gentle movements, breathe deeply, eat a balanced breakfast with simple, easy-to-digest foods. Eat slowly. The digestive system likes regularity, warmth, calm, and movement. Often these small details make the difference. It is also important not to ignore warning signs. If constipation is recent and unusual, if it comes with blood in the stool, significant pain, vomiting, unexplained weight loss, severe fatigue, or if you cannot pass stool at all, you should not rely only on an infusion. In those cases, you need to consult a doctor quickly. Constipation can sometimes reveal a problem that deserves a real medical evaluation. 4. The best routine to regain a lighter belly. To get better results, think of this infusion as an entry point into a gentler routine for your digestion. In the morning, start with your warm cup of clove infusion. Drink slowly, without your phone, without rushing. Give your belly a few minutes, then move a little. Even a 5-minute walk can help. Body movement also encourages intestinal movement. At breakfast, avoid meals that are too heavy or too dry. Some older adults eat very little in the morning, sometimes only white bread and coffee. This may not be enough to properly stimulate bowel movement. A more complete breakfast can include a source of gentle fiber, a source of protein, and a little healthy fat. For example, well-hydrated oatmeal, yogurt if you tolerate it, a few fruits adapted to your digestion, or a slice of whole grain bread if it does not make you bloated. The goal is to nourish the body without weighing it down. During the day, drink regularly, but do not force yourself to swallow liters of water all at once. Hydration works better when it is spread throughout the day. If you drink a lot of water at once, the body may simply eliminate it quickly without it really helping the colon. Small, regular amounts are often more useful. Also, think about your position on the toilet. Many people do not know this, but position can influence elimination. Slightly raising your feet with a small stool can help place the rectum in a more natural position. Do not strain for a long time. If nothing happens, breathe, relax, and try again later. Straining every day can worsen hemorrhoids, cause pain, and create fear around going to the bathroom. In the evening, avoid meals that are too heavy, too fatty, or too late. A slow digestive system can be even more disturbed by a dinner that is hard to digest. Try to eat more calmly earlier and give your body time to begin digestion before bedtime. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. After 60, the body changes, but that does not mean it is broken. It simply asks for another way of caring for it. Less brutality, less excess, more regularity, more listening, more gentleness. If you have tried prunes, fiber, coffee, magnesium, or other solutions without getting the comfort you hoped for, this simple clove infusion may be an interesting habit to test carefully, as long as it is suitable for your health situation. Start gently, observe your body, and never forget that the best treatment is the one that respects your body. Before we finish, tell me in the comments your age and what you have already tried for constipation. Prunes, water, fiber, coffee, medications, herbal teas. Your experience may help other people who are going through the same thing in silence. And if this video was helpful, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who may be suffering from this problem without daring to talk about it. Take care of your digestion, take care of your body, and remember this: a lighter belly can sometimes change your entire day.